want?
Be super convinced. 8 p.m. tomorrow night, 11 players, 60,000 people, really super convinced that we are ready to win and to beat them. That's the mindset that I want. The rest, be the team that we've been over the last quarter of the season, with all the up and downs and things that we have to deal with. Continue to that, because that's our super strength.
And
well, he's in a much better place. Gradually we have built his minutes in the last 6 or 7 days. He's coped with that really well, and it's in a good place to be able to be used.
Gary's Lammers must feel it. What a night, Real Madrid in the Champions League. Is this why you came into football?
That's why I came into football, that's why I came into management, and especially to this football club. It's been 20 years since we had this type of game, and for us it's a great opportunity to build our own story, and this is what we're here for.
Is it one of the biggest nights, if not the biggest night in management for you personally?
100%. It's a joy to prepare the game, to look at them, just to look at the reaction of people and how we feel about ourselves coming to a game of that magnitude, the excitement around the club, the people. This is the stage that we want to be, where Arsenal has to be consistently, and we are very proud to be there, and now be very ready tomorrow to deliver.
This is to win the Champions League. You also need some luck. Real Madrid have had luck this season. Arsenal haven't really had any luck in anything this season. Are you due a bit?
Well, I think we deserve it, but we have to earn it, and we have to earn it again tomorrow evening. But we're going to put all the ingredients, everything that is in our hands, to play the game that we want and to take the game in the direction that we want. And in order to achieve that as well, we're going to need our people playing every single ball with us, and that's going to make a huge difference, because that's something that is really needed. At these stages, you need your home stadium to create a very, very special atmosphere to generate momentum. So let's go. I encourage everybody to go there tomorrow to play the game with us, not to be there watching it, but to play the game with us.
But your team's also got household names. How much do you try and impress upon your players? Don't worry about who's in the white shirt opposite you. Don't worry that it's Mbappe or Bellingham or whoever, Vinicius Junior or whoever. Just worry about yourselves and show them how good you are.
Well, there are things that we cannot control, which is what they are going to prepare and what they can do. We have to focus, and our energy has to be on that, understanding what pushes in our strengths, how we put it in our weakness, and the direction that we want to play in the game.
Finally, from me,
your team previously.
Well, I think it's very important for the football club, because we recruited a player that fits every quality to deliver performances and the demands that we want, and then the person that is an exceptional representative of the values of this football club, our history, and obviously pivotal from where we were to where we are, the role that he's played, and how much he has contributed to be playing where we are at the moment.
You grew up where you come from. Is this the key test for you? Is this one of the biggest matches of your coaching career, the mantle of Real Madrid?
Well, it is one of the most special things. I mean, it's a competition that we're waiting for many, many years. The fact that we've only been twice at this stage in 15 years with the size of Arsenal Football Club tells you the difficulty of that. And we're going to, as I said, create our own story and go even further. And tomorrow is a beautiful opportunity to all of us.
Thank you.
Mikel, does an attack with Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Bellingham demand a special plan, or one of the best defences in Europe that you have is already for this battle?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, with the individual quality that they have, especially when you put them in certain situations, you know the danger that you are facing. But that's the stages. I mean, it doesn't get much bigger than that. That's why consistently they've been doing what they've been doing in this competition, is that they can create those moments. And when it comes to the bigger stage, individual performance, play can decide the games, are critical for your success, and obviously something that we have to prevent for sure.
James Athletic.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Obviously, last season was the first time in, I think it was 14 years, that you got to the Champions League quarter-finals. How do you think the team's developed since then? Do you think they're in a better place mentally to cope with the pressure of this kind of game now?
I think we are, and you know, building those experiences is something necessary. That's why I said that we have to build our own story, because, as you said, there is a massive gap there of so many years. when nothing has happened in this football club in relation to European competitions, and we need to change that, and we need to change that quickly.
Do you think when you sort of look back on that Bayern tie, do you feel the team didn't maybe express themselves as they could have done because of the occasion, and that they will learn from that this time?
Especially moments in the second leg, because there were moments in the first leg, especially in the first half, where we absolutely had them, and we have to utilize those moments, be-roll this, and you have to put the game to bed, and we didn't, and on top of that, we gave them 2 goals, and we make life much more difficult for us on the return leg in Munich.
Okay. Mikel,
Hi.
just on Real Madrid, they have this sort of aura in the Champions League around pedigree, being able to win games. How psychologically do you prepare the players for that and not have them looking at this team who sort of can pull off miracles when they're down and out?
But that's the history, and they have earned that, you know. That's because the mindset that they have. So you can't ignore that. That's a fact. I don't want to be talking about it because we all know about it. So let's talk about what we have to build and what we have to do, and how we can feel inspired as well from these occasions. And just as well look at what we do, and the fact that they haven't been successful all the time, because it's impossible. So from 20 times, maybe you win 5. That means that you haven't won the rest of the 15. So it's very difficult to do it, and we're in a position that we have competed against any team in the last 2 years that we have faced, so we can do it again.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.